1947, a year notorious in the history of India and Pakistan. The Indian subcontinent was going through a transformation resulting from its independence from Great Britain and the partition of the subcontinent into two dominions, India and Pakistan. Amidst this stood the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir. The region for centuries had held a Muslim majority population, yet its ruler, Maharaja Hari Singh, was a Hindu. In spring of 1947, a tax-related uprising, predominantly by Muslims, rapidly transformed into a direct rebellion against the Maharaja. In August of 1947, the princely states were given an option to join India, Pakistan, or remain autonomous. Kashmir chose autonomy, intending to attempt to manage internal political crises. Soon after, though, Dogra troops and local Hindus in Jammu conducted a massacre of local Muslims, pushing even more Muslims to join the conflict. On October 22nd of the same year, Pashtun tribal fighters invaded Kashmir as a response to the massacres against Kashmiri Muslims. 4 days after this invasion, the Maharaja, in dire need of external assistance, signed the Instrument of Accession with India, a document that linked Jammu and Kashmir to India without giving up autonomy in its internal matters. Amidst this new alliance, Sheikh Abdullah became a prominent figure in Kashmiri politics, who himself was a staunch advocate for self-determination, despite Kashmir's alliance with India. Ultimately, the stage was set for a dramatic escalation, one culminating in a region stranded between internal strife and national ambitions, searching for a stable and unified government. As a response to Kashmir's unique status under the Instrument of Accession, N. Gopalswamy Iyengar of India and Sheikh Abdullah of Jammu and Kashmir drafted Article 370 in the Indian Constitution. Adopted in 1949, this provision granted Jammu and Kashmir autonomous status. The article was split into 4 clauses, and the article as a whole came to embody 5 core principles. Number 1. The Indian government could only make laws concerning communications, defense, and foreign affairs for Jammu and Kashmir. Number 2. For matters other than communications, defense, or foreign affairs, Jammu and Kashmir's state government's permission was needed. Number 3. Only Article 1 and Article 370 of the Indian Constitution would be applied to Jammu and Kashmir. The application of any other articles would require modifications, a presidential order, and approval from Jammu and Kashmir's state government. Number 4. Modifications to the article or its abrogation could be done through a presidential order or a recommendation by the Constituent Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir. Number 5. Jammu and Kashmir's own constitution would be recognized. The framework of Article 370 was intended as a temporary provision to the Indian Constitution that was designed to seamlessly manage Kashmir's accession to India. Ultimately, the article was a revolutionary step taken to initiate compromise between the secular Indian government and the Jammu and Kashmir Prime Minister Sheikh Abdullah. The article's establishment was a route for multiple, diverse, and often contradicting reactions. Many Kashmiri residents and political leaders welcomed the article, as they were granted autonomy while also gaining protection under the Indian government. Many Kashmiris viewed the article's establishment as a recognition of the region's distinct cultural identity. However, Kashmiri independents who fought for a sovereign Kashmir believed that the article didn't go far enough to grant Kashmir autonomy. Many Hindus and Hindu-centric political groups in India criticized the article for unfairly giving Jammu and Kashmir special status, which contradicted efforts towards interstate equality within India. They believed that the article had only half-heartedly integrated the region, which hindered progress towards Kashmir's complete integration into India. The region of Kashmir ultimately became a fierce battleground region for Indo-Pakistani conflict, like the Indo-Pak War of 1965 and the 1999 Kargil conflict, both of which occurred due to disputes over control over Jammu and Kashmir and resulted in the deaths of approximately 7,339 Indians and Pakistanis. In Kashmir itself, the article initially offered protection, but its true nature was exposed over time. By the 80s, the Abdullah government had begun changing over 2,500 Kashmiri village names to Islamic ones, delivering communal speeches in masjids and essentially isolating the Hindu Pandit minority. Kashmir was soon plagued by increased militancy, Hindu-Muslim tensions, and growing political dissatisfaction. The Kashmiri Pandit exodus occurred during this time, where millions of native Kashmiri Hindus were targeted for their faith and were threatened, tortured, massacred, or forced to flee the valley. Islamic militant groups who perpetrated these attacks used to chant Raliv, Galiv, ya Chaliv, convert, flee, or die. The Kashmiri Pandit exodus is noted as the largest mass migration of Kashmiri Hindus, with over 100,000 Pandits forced to relocate from their native land. The article ultimately was a double-edged sword. While it allowed Jammu and Kashmir to maintain autonomy in its governance and internal matters, preserve cultural norms, and develop social welfare programs, the article also left the region in political and social shambles. From strained relations developing with India to internal unrest, electoral disputes, and unprecedented levels of religion-based violence, the reactions to Article 370 were truly nuanced and multifaceted. Over the years after the Pandit exodus of the 1990s, the Jammu and Kashmir government took steps to attempt to alleviate tensions in the region. Many political reforms took place to strengthen the region's government in hopes of subduing internal uprisings. The Kashmiri Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah, who had resigned during the exodus, returned to power in 1996 and issued public statements calling for Kashmiri Pandits to return. However, Islamic militancy still remained in the region, leading many Pandits to feel estranged from the land they once called home.
जाएं, घर है, घर जाएं, बैठे वहाँ पे आराम से। वहाँ बहुत से पंडित रह रहे, कभी वो निकले नहीं।
Many employment reforms took place, such as setting aside government jobs for the displaced Pandits, scholarships for displaced students, support for Hindu religious instruction, and efforts to recognize the Kashmiri Pandit population as a whole. However, these reforms were limited in success, as the government of Jammu and Kashmir never directly ensured that the region was completely safe for the Kashmiri Pandits to return to, leading to resentment amongst Kashmiri Hindu populations even today. Ultimately, Article 370 is a stark reminder of the decades of political and social unrest in the Kashmir Valley, becoming both a result of Indo-Pakistani conflict and a catalyst for Hindu-Muslim tensions presiding in the region. The article is more than just a document to the people of Kashmir. It's a symbol of the drastic social and political changes that they endured through more than a century. The years of turmoil that the Kashmiri Pandit community endured, to the demands for the establishment of a sovereign Kashmir, to those simply searching for stability amidst chaos, underscore the article's true repercussions. Article 370's spurring of a revolution, the multifaceted reactions to its adoption, and the attempted reforms that followed the article serve to remind us that political compromise and solutions are rarely black and white. For India, it was integration. For Kashmir, it was autonomy. But for the innocent civilians caught in this political battle, this was a war that took their peace, their livelihoods, and for many, their lives.